Yo, what is going on, guys? My name's a friend of the machine, or Carnage Machine, or whatever you want to call me. I'm not bothered, but today, guys, I'm a happy bunny today, and if you're not having an amazing day already, I hope I can make your day more amazinger, if that's an adjective. But anyways, you get the gist of it. I want to make your guys' day by bringing you this video today, and what I've got for you guys today is a tips and tricks video on how to get new players, but not only that, how to get them consistently, because we all know by now there's no toughness in Black Ops 3, and there's also shootable down haters, where in Black Ops 2 we could actually have a consistency there up in the sky that couldn't be really removed. But in this game, a lot of people are running the black cells and trying to get, obviously, their camo challenges for the launchers and everything. It's kind of just a little bit more inconsistent in terms of streaks to other Call of Duties. And I've got a tips and tricks video for you guys today on how to basically maximise your consistency to the best potential of it. So before we hop into the video, I just want to give you guys my class setup on the screen real quick, because I believe this is a really consistent class, even though it's got a suppressor on it. And no, I don't believe using Hive like I'm in the gameplay in the background is very successful. But in the case of the gameplay in the background, I mean, I get a 40 gun streak in TDM, joining in a little bit late, like 10 or 14 kills or so late into the game of my team's doing. So I do pretty good in this gameplay in the background, and hopefully you can learn something from watching the gameplay as well as my commentary. And this won't be just like your average tips and tricks, like, oh my god, use this sensitivity, it's amazing, use this attachment, and then yeah, get a 6-man party. It's not going to be like that. The first tip I want to give you guys, hopping into it right now, is go for dark matter, because I mean, a lot of people will say, well, that's kind of pointless, machine. What you want about dark matter's a camo, it's not going to help anything on your gun, make it more powerful. Well, there's a lot of sentimental things that you can actually take away from getting dark matter, and subliminal things that you actually do with your playstyle whilst using a variety of guns that require differentiating that. So a playstyle in itself, what do you usually do with your favourite gun? You rush around the map because you're confident with it? Well, in other cases where you're using something like a KRM, especially the KRM, that's a good example for me at least, because when I started using the KRM to get that gold, to get diamond shotguns, to then get dark matter eventually, which I have not yet obtained, the shotguns did it the most for me, but I don't know what will work best for you guys. So I'm definitely going to say just go for dark matter, because when I started using the KRM, like I was going to say, I mean, the Argus in itself, it's kind of like a sniper shotgun, so you can kind of do damage at range with that, but the KRM, you kind of just got to focus on getting up close to enemies and focusing on what's in front of you. And when I applied that to assault rifles, that certain KRM playstyle, I did really successful, and I did really well in a lot of the games I was playing after that. And then when I played with the KRM again, when I needed all the attachments with like an optical and 5 other, you know, attachments you can put on the gun, 6 in total, I got a nuclear on Nuketown, but then I didn't have it in theatre mode, and again, my Elgato crashed. So that's the first tip right there. Make sure you're going for dark matter, because at the end of the day, you don't know how you do in a situation with a different gun or a different type of limitation, whether it be range on a shotgun or kind of accuracy on the sniper, to what you'd actually do in them situations, or how good you'd actually do. So when you learn them things and you actually keep them in your mind and apply them to when you don't need to use them, then you're obviously going to do even better. So the next tip, I'm going to give you guys my top 5 consistency increasing perks list, which start in the number 5 spot as Flak Jacket, go up to Afterburner at the number 4 spot, Overclock in the 3rd spot, Tactical Mask in the 2nd spot, and then in the best spot, Hardwired. I mean, a lot of people know by now, trip mines, they shouldn't be on walls and stuff, and how do you avoid them? I mean, it's going to be hard to actually avoid them in the first place if you don't have Flak Jacket on. So I mean, Hardwire doesn't let them trigger. So Tactical Mask, I mean, you can't get stunned and then actually have someone come behind you. Overclock, now this is a really good one, because in a game, right, you're guaranteed to get your specialist in a 10-minute span twice, but if you actually in effect put Overclock on, then you can actually obtain it 3 times. And I'm not talking about if you're going around getting kills, that's literally without getting any kills at all in the game. So imagine if you're getting the multiplier from getting kills towards your Overclock as well, and then you're getting your combat focus quicker, which is what I recommend to use, because then you're getting your hater quicker. And if you guys already haven't deciphered by now that counter UAV is kind of irrelevant, I think, compared to the power core, because in effect, if you're using Afterburner, you're kind of like Superman, you can move around a lot, and that's definitely a consistency bearing factor in the game if you know how to move well around the map, how to position yourself well in Black Ops 3. And if you happen to be using power core at the same time of actually running Afterburner, then you're disabling the enemy's movement by 50%, reducing it so you can actually move quicker when they move even slower. So it's kind of like you've got 150% up on them. I don't know if you guys understand that, but anyways, you will have to make sacrifices for the perks I mentioned. But one other thing, I think you guys should actually try playing without sound at all on the game, no headset or anything, because that increases the reflex that you need to actually use, that you're actually able to apply, which is vision, and that increases your reactions as well, and that's a really good thing to do. I mean, G Fuel and stuff, it does help improve your focus and stuff, but I recommend if you don't have anything to improve your reactions, you try playing without sound, and then you play with sound. And once that factor of bringing that hearing sense back that you actually removed previously, you guys have obviously been doing fine at some points actually without sound by improving them reactions and expecting where people come on the map most commonly, and you learn your map knowledge and everything, and that's a main thing about it. So learning the map, I mean using correct perks that reduce inconsistency. And the final factor that I mentioned for the first tip, guys, going for dark matter, it really does help because you're having to use every single gun in the game at least a little bit, and obviously you guys aren't wanting to lower your KDs when going for dark matter, so you want to try and actually do good with these guns. And when you learn how to do so and you apply everything you know about every individual gun in the game on what to do good with them guns, and you apply it to a gun that you're good at using and a gun that is good in the first place, you will be doing even better than you did before, because then you will know how to go up against people like you who will maybe using a shotgun, a sniper, and how to approach them situations. And also it will just basically improve you as a player by playing that amount of time that the grind requires to get dark matter, because I'm guessing you guys aren't going to get it overnight unless you're a god at the game. In that case, I mean, you're going to be getting consistent nuclears already in the first place. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you're slapping a like on the video down below and a favourite if you loved it, and I'll see you guys in the video tomorrow or the next day. As usual, peace out.